Buckle up, because today's episode is packed with life-saving, garden-boosting, food security secrets that could literally mean the difference between thriving and just surviving in the coming days. I'm coming at you with a breakdown of an urgent interview between Mike Adams from BrightLearn.com and Lucinda Bailey, the powerhouse behind TexasReady.net. Now, if you've been paying attention to the news, or, let's be real, the lack of real news, you know things are getting wild out there. From government cover-ups to supply chain chaos, it's clear we are on our own. And Lucinda? She's got the blueprint to turn your backyard into a food factory. No hydroponics, no electricity, no problem. Let's dive in. Mike Adams opened this interview with a chilling reality check. People are dying in North Carolina. Thousands. And the corporate media? Silent. The government? Actively blocking drone footage of the devastation. Why? Because rural America is under attack, not by some foreign enemy, but by neglect and intentional sabotage. So, what's the solution? Food self-reliance. And Lucinda Bailey is the expert on growing nutrient-dense food, even when the grid goes down. Now you might be thinking, hey, hydroponics is the future. But Lucinda shut that down real quick. Here's the problem. Hydroponics rely on electricity, pumps, liquid supplements. And guess what? When the grid fails, or when Lowe's and Home Depot run out of supplies, your hydroponic garden, useless. Worse? Hydroponics are terrible for high-calorie crops. You might get some tomatoes or watermelon, but you're looking at maybe 150 to 180 calories per person per day. That's not survival. That's starvation with extra steps. Lucinda's method? Dirt-based, mineral-rich gardening. No electricity required. She uses something called trace mineral packets. Little pouches of plant superfood that cost next to nothing but double your garden's output. How? Plants need 17 essential elements to thrive. Miss just one, like boron or manganese, and your crops fail. Organic farmers know this. Ag schools teach it. But backyard gardeners, they're left guessing, dumping $30 per foot designer dirt into their gardens, only to watch their plants starve by year 2. Lucinda's solution? Top dress your plants with these minerals weekly. It's like giving your kids a balanced meal every day instead of one Thanksgiving feast and 364 days of junk food. And the results? Double the yield of standard organic farming. Here's where it gets insanely practical. Lucinda doesn't just say, hey, plant some beans. She gives you a laminated chart, yes, laminated, this woman thinks of everything, that tells you exactly how many plants you need to feed a family of 4, how deep to plant them, when to harvest, even how many leaves you can eat per plant per week. Yep, bean leaves are edible. For example, want green beans once a week? You'll need 240 seedlings in a 30-foot row. 6 weeks to harvest, then 3 weeks of picking. Boom, 70 pounds of beans. That's math, people, no guesswork. Now, here's the kicker. Hybrid seeds are a scam. They're one and done. Next year, half won't even sprout. Lucinda only deals in heirloom seeds, the kind pioneers carried as wedding gifts because they were that vital. Her seed banks, packed in ammo cans, waterproof baby, in size for families of 2, 4, 6, even 30, for when the whole church shows up. Because if you only stock seeds for 4 people but end up feeding 8, everybody starves equally, not happening on her watch. Mike didn't mince words. FEMA's broke. The government just sent billions to Ukraine and Israel, 0 for Americans. Their message? We hate you. Hope you die. Harsh? Maybe. But Lucinda's response? Even if things were perfect, grow your own food. Why? You control what's in it. No pesticides, no systemic toxins. It's 50% more nutritious than store-bought. University of Pennsylvania backs this. It's dirt cheap. A $3 Walmart beet costs you 5 cents in seeds. Lucinda's mantra? Fear isn't from God. Faith is. Her advice? Start small. Learn 1 new skill a week. She mastered 50 in a year. Canning, dehydrating, even butchering cows. Prioritize. Food first, then berries, then orchards. Network. Know your neighbors. Churches fed thousands during Texas wildfires while FEMA showed up late with clipboards. And if you're just waking up? Do 4 things daily. 1 urgent task. 1 food production task. 1 beautiful thing, like planting a rose. Morale matters. One mini vacation. Call an old friend, sip coffee, breathe. Seed racks disappear by winter, and during COVID? Michigan banned seed sales. Lucinda's tip: store seeds at 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Your garage beer fridge works. No power? Bury a cooler. This isn't just gardening. It's freedom. It's security. It's literally taking back control from a system that wants you dependent. So, check out TexasReady.net, grab those trace minerals, get the seed bank. And start today, because the next crisis, it won't wait for you to catch up. That's it for this episode, Bright Learners. Stay sharp, stay prepared, and grow something. I'll see you next time.
This has been a BrightLearn.ai summary of an interview between Lucinda Bailey and Mike Adams on October 11, 2024. The full interview is available at brighteon.com, where you can also find podcasts and special reports by Mike Adams and other creators. Visit naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage of this interview and breaking news on critical stories that will keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.